Listen, seeing Bukayo Saka and Timber on the starting 11, it was a big confidence boost for sure. And listen, Saka was roasting Robertson all game. You saw in the goal that he scored, the way he took on Robertson. First and foremost, the ball from Ben White was fantastic. Lovely ball to play him in. And Saka absolutely cooks Robertson. It's a beautiful goal. And Saka, yo, he started this match like, yo, I'm back. I'm back. He left Robertson sliding was crazy. Look, just look. It was a little nutmeg as well. The way he just checked back onto the left foot and slapped into the near post was ridiculous. Like, man, we should have got 3 points out of this game, man. It's so disappointing because, listen, I can't even celebrate this goal too tough because ultimately it didn't mean anything, in terms of us getting the 3 points, even though it should have. And it's such a shame because Saka was moving insane that first half, man, but it just wasn't to be. So we go 1-0 up in the first 10 minutes. I'm like, okay. And then Mikel Merino does his thing, gets in on the action. Listen, first half he looked nervy in some parts, but I felt like his progression of the ball to Martinelli was fantastic. And listen, set pieces in the first half was brilliant. Declan Rice was, really putting his all into delivering, into the box. And the delivery was fantastic. Obviously, Nicolas Javier gonna get the credit. Arsenal, the way the players were, standing in an offside position, come back onto an onside position. And the header from Mikel Merino, fantastic. Bullet header. Keller can't do nothing about it. 2-1, just before, the first half ends, I'm like, wow, this is great. Fantastic. But listen, a 1 goal deficit is not enough. You have to shut Liverpool out completely. That's what I was thinking for sure. And I was like, patchy defence at home. We've been conceding a lot with and without a patchy defence. We need an extra goal. So I'm like, all right, cool. Now, unfortunately, we're forced to substitute Gabriel due to an injury, and then later, in the 70th minute or so, Timber has to come off due to injury. So Kivio comes on and plays for Gabriel, and Miles Lewis Skelly comes on and plays for Yuri and Timber. And at this point, I'm like, yo, Arteta's actually made no substitutions with intent. Those were 4 substitutions. Arteta didn't, decide, let me change the balance of the game, bring on, I don't know, maybe Sterling for Martinelli, because I felt second half Martinelli waned in his performance. Didn't bring on Waneri at the time period where I felt like we needed to regain control of the game. Cool, he didn't bring anyone on, but also the approach in the second half was just, I just don't understand it. Wanted to sit back at home with a patchy defence like that. He wanted to sit back with a back four of Party. Party was brilliant today. Listen, Party was brilliant, fantastic, and when you perform like that, you just deserve your team to get the 3 points to really consolidate, that type of performance. Because Party was brilliant. Like, if he won, this is like a 9.5 out of 10 performance from Party. I'm not gonna lie, he was crazy. So look, but here this patchy defense of Party, White, Kivio, Miles Lewis Skelly, and you wanted to sit deep. I just don't understand it. At home, is that the definition of flying? Like, we'll be flying because we're 2-1 up. You think you can shut Liverpool out for the whole game for 45 minutes. We're not even a man down, and constant pressure just coming back on us. Before you know it, we're on a transition. Martinelli isn't able to, keep hold of the ball. Konate just claims it quickly. Konate was having a field day with Martinelli, bro. I can't lie. Anytime Martinelli felt, okay, I can have the beating of, Trent. Anytime he came near Konate, Martinelli did not want to engage, bro. It was crazy. Trent, fantastic ball over the top, and Salah lets it run towards Nunes, and is able to diagonal move into the box to angle his run. Of course, Nunes finds him, a simple tap in. Salah puts it in 2-2. Conceding in the 81st minute against City, we conceded last gasp as well, a late goal, and it's just like you're looking at it, and those are two of the biggest matches we've had this season, and we've dropped points in that fashion when winning. Like, these things will hurt you. They will hurt you in the end. So that's 4 points. Dropping 4 points in late on in the game against Liverpool and City. And remember, games against Liverpool and City, you'd expect City and Liverpool to be in a title race. These are like 6 points. That's unacceptable. I'm sorry. The first half performance was great, but the approach in the second half, what's the point in sitting back when you're just not gonna go and get the win? Like, it doesn't work. Like, it just doesn't work. Against Bournemouth, you had a man sent off. You could have, shuffled things around, move Rice to centre back. No, you brought on Kivler for Sterling. We lost that outlet and we suffered in that game. Havertz today, he wasn't doing much. I felt like he was underwhelming. But yeah, I would have expected Havertz to come off earlier and whatnot, but listen, he didn't want to take Havertz off. Havertz never comes off, and the crazy thing is, Arteta, we've seen this. We have to question? Does he learn? So he was deciding to make these changes now, straight after they scored. I was incensed. Because when you could have made the changes, before they scored, just to give us a little push to get over the line in this game, you didn't want to do it at all. You didn't want to do it. Okay, Liverpool scored, now you want to do it. Yeah, let's chase the game. And to bring on Nwaneri in these circumstances again, I don't get it. We have to look at the times that he's brought on Nwaneri in the Premier League. When Leicester pulled it back to 2-2 after we were 2-0 up, you bring on Nwaneri in like the 85th minute. Go and save us now. Against Bournemouth, after Bournemouth scored the second goal and we were already 10 man down, you bring on Nwaneri, go and save us. And I think he brought on Jesus that game, go and save us. Liverpool have brought it back 2-2, and now you're like, Nwaneri, yeah, go and save us. Go and earn your minutes. Go and prove why you deserve to play for this club. What? Why is he bringing Nwaneri on in these circumstances? Why? You could have literally brought him on when we're winning the game, and obviously he'd have, the confidence to be like, you know what, we're winning this game. I'm going to make sure we really get that, 3 points over the line. But then you put him on in a position to save the game. I don't understand that management. He's done it more than once. And the type of minutes he's giving him, it's just unfair. Why are you giving him minutes in these situations? Why? You're asking a 17-year-old, go and save me. Arteta's not learning from his mistakes. He's not, and I'm not confident of winning the Premier League. I'm not. 5 points behind City, I believe 4 behind Liverpool. Newcastle next week, then Chelsea at Stamford Bridge. Both away games, in between one of them. Like, it's crazy. I look at it and I'm just like, Arteta's not learning. Don't want to hear anything about injuries and this and that. Injuries happen to every team. And we performed fantastic in the first half, but approaching the second half and the lack of substitutions is what lost, us the 3 points. We ended up drawing the game, but the draws are lost in the context that we needed to get the dub, man. We needed. You didn't get a win against Bournemouth. We had to get a win here and we just didn't. City will be laughing, man. 3 draws, 1 loss. 3 draws, 1 loss. 5 wins. Opening 9 games were like, 5 points behind City already? Yeah, I just don't, I'll be honest, I don't see how you can continue doing this and win a Premier League title. For me, we know, cool, yeah, Arteta is a great coach and whatnot, but in terms of winning the Premier League title, you have to enter a different bracket. You have to enter like a different range. Like, you have to be proper upper echelons. Arteta is a great manager, of course, great coach, to specify really, but in terms of being the elite of the elite, you can't keep making mistakes like this and expecting like to get away with it. You just can't. You can't. And listen, this season, we need a trophy. I'm sorry, man. We need a trophy this season. We need one. I think the players need one so that, they can consolidate the work they've done, because the players have been brilliant. Arteta, the coaching staff, everyone's been brilliant. You need a trophy to consolidate all the work you've been doing, because guess what? If you don't win anything, this is basically like Pochettino's Tottenham if you don't win anything. Let's be real. And it's disappointing that we couldn't get the 3 points, man. Obviously, I'll still keep supporting, believing, come on you Gunners always, but like, I just feel like Arteta's lack of substitutions, we've seen this in multiple different games, even games where we're winning, you don't bring on Nwaneri. You only seem to bring on Nwaneri when, you have nothing else to offer and you're just like, go and win me the game, or we're losing and you're like, might as well bring him on. Like, I just don't accept that. That's just poor. Why are you bringing him on? I'll reiterate this point. Why is Arteta bringing Nwaneri on in these type of situations? I don't get it. But anyways, 2-2, that's just what it is. Just have to accept that, move on. And yeah, man, don't let Arsenal ruin your week, because boy, this club can stress you.